Hi everyone, so today I'm going to show you a super quick shoulder opening routine. So just a few exercises that you can do, anyone can do, no previous yoga experience needed. If you have one, a belt would be great. So you can just use a dressing gown belt or something similar that's, reasonably resistant. Okay, so we're going to come to get started standing up. So if you've been sat at your desk all day, you get some time kind of on your feet. And just come to inhale, really settle down through the feet. So spread the toes nice and wide, have the feet hip distance. Squeeze the shoulders up and then exhale, rolling down. So just continue this a few times and we're going to kind of warm up through the shoulder joints and allow them to get some circulations and blood there. So quite often the tendency to happen when we're at the desk all day is kind of go like this, and it's what I call desk shoulders. So it makes you feel kind of hunched over. Perhaps you even get a little bit of ache and pain in one shoulder in particular that's moving the mouse. I'm just going to do individual shoulders now. So rolling one up to the ear and then the other one, and then reversing, and then back to the original way, and then reversing. Okay, so now take your fingertips to the tops of the shoulders. Try and draw the shoulders down and then take the elbows out wide so they're roughly in line with the heads of the shoulders. Then on your inhale, we're going to make some circles coming forward to start with. So bring the elbows towards one another. Try and brush the elbows past one another. Then all the way up over the head and down the back. So you might get a little bit of clicking, a little bit of um, something going on in the shoulder joints here. This is perfectly normal. Mine are cracking as well. So you're just coming in one way and then reversing in the other way. Brilliant. And then we'll come to that original position. Now take your hands, place them behind your head and interlace the fingers. So the thumbs come down onto the nape of the neck. You're going to press the elbows out wide, just make sure the feet are still kind of planted. So you're going to press your head back in towards your hands. So you almost feel like you want to make sure that the chin's not coming up or down, it's just going back. So you're lengthening into the back and the sides of the neck. So a little bit of resistance here with your arms as well. Keep drawing your shoulder blades away from the ears. So that's a key action here, as well as back. So you're opening through this front part of the chest. So we're going to bring the legs to get involved now as well. You're welcome to just do the arms if you prefer. But we're going to bend through your knees, keep the lower spine long, and draw your navel in so the pelvis is slightly tucking under. Inhale, bring your chin to the chest and the elbows in front of you. And then exhale, open the elbows, press back. So just doing this a few times, bring the elbows towards one another and taking that emphasis to opening up the chest when you lift and then rounding when you bring the chin down. And then just coming to reverse the breath. So inhale to lift and exhale, stay. Inhale, exhale, round. Inhale, lift. And exhale, press through the feet, lift up through the legs, press back through the elbows, and then begin to twist. So you're going to twist the head to look over the right, plant through the feet. So we don't want the movement to come from the legs, we want the movement to come from the top of the hip and the torso. Back to the center, exhale over to the other side. Inhale to the center, exhale over to the left. Inhale to the center and over to the right. And bring yourself back to the center. Press the palms up to the ceiling. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Really try and press through each fingertip. Make sure that they're all included. Deep breath. And lift up onto the tiptoes. Exhale, release the fingertips all the way down. Okay, so just moving through the arms, grabbing that strap. And for this one, you can either come to seated or stay standing, whichever you prefer. I'm just going to sit down onto the tops of my feet. So if you bring your strap and you take it so that your hands are about shoulder distance apart, grab hold of your strap. So you want some resistance here. Integrate the arms into the shoulder socket, so keeping nice and broad across the front of the chest. At the same time, notice if your lower rib is popping out, so you're just going to try and draw that back. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, drawing down. So doing this a few times. Inhale to lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lifting up. And exhaling down. So once again, inhale, lift up. This time, allow the arms to come a little bit wider on the strap. I'm going to start to bring the strap back. So there should still be some resistance, but it shouldn't be painful. And when you get to that point where you can feel that there's a lot of resistance in between the shoulder blades, try and draw the shoulders down and then see if the hands can come all the way back behind, keeping the arms long here. Inhale, lifting up over the head and forward. So we're going to do this a couple of times. Inhale to lift. Exhale back behind. So it shouldn't feel easy. It should feel like there's some resistance here. So try and use your own body weight to resist, as if you're moving through something giving you that like water. Bring it in front and just continue to move through a couple more rotations. Okay, brilliant. We're going to lift it back up and just stay at that point where you can feel the shoulder blades really kind of giving you some feedback here. Keep drawing the shoulder blades down. Maybe the arms are shaking a little bit. That's fine. Really open up through the heart. One more breath. And exhale. Bring strap all the way down and release. We're going to come onto hands and knees quickly. So if you're stood up, just coming down onto your hands and knees directly under your hips. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. Take a couple of regular cat and cow. So cat and cow is dropping the stomach, lifting the heart, and then exhaling to round through the back. So a couple like this. And then coming back, turning your fingertips now to opposite side. So you're going to try and rotate the inner part of the elbow towards the front of the room. At the same time, don't lock out through the elbows, so you might take a small bend in them. Lift up the space between the shoulder blades, lengthen the tailbone back. Inhale to lift the heart forward, and exhale to round. So continuing through that cat and cow movement. And continuing with the breath. And then come back to the center. Bring the fingertips forward. So now just make sure the feet are more towards the back of your mat or wherever you are. Take the hands about 3 steps away from where they are under your shoulders. So you're going to try and keep your hips over your knees and then begin to bring the chest down. So this is a really great stretch for the shoulders. You might bring the forehead to rest on the ground. Start to draw the creases at the tops of the shoulders back. So they're rolling over the top part that's facing the ceiling and towards the armpits. Press into your hands with the fingertips spread wide and broaden the space between the collarbones and between the shoulder blades whilst continuing to draw them back. Press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, keep the length through the spine. And exhale, walk the hands back up. And then come to sit back onto your heels. So this concludes our short shoulder opening and chest opening from reversing the effects of being at a desk. Hope you enjoyed.